now we're talking about AB 495, which Jack Hibbs has said, if it passes, you leave. Okay. AB 495 will expand upon these affidavits that we currently have in California. What does an affidavit do? Why does this matter? Why are we talking about affidavits?
An affidavit allows an adult with whom your child is residing to exercise your parental rights in terms of the education and the medical care of your child. It's supposed to be temporary. It's not supposed to supersede your rights and your decisions as a parent. What AB 495 wants to do is expand the definition of relative to include potentially hundreds, if not thousands, of individuals tangentially related or perhaps not even related at all to your child. And I'm not even done. And add a new type or category of individuals who can use the affidavit. And that type of individual is a non-relative extended family member.
Let's say that you have a little daughter who goes to public school and there's a creepy neighbor, little pervert, who watches her go to school and knows about this. Paint the picture of what this could actually look like in terms of reality if this passes.
I just want people to understand how low the threshold is for this affidavit to be accepted. The person presenting the affidavit only has to provide your child's name.
So he would know that.
He would know that. He would also know her birthday because he sees the birthday parties in the front yard and is creepy and comes by and gives her candy, whatever the case may be.
He's chatted you up. He knows your birthday.
Totally. The alleged adult individual's name, and I say alleged, I'll explain to you in a second, and the individual's alleged address. Name of the child, birthday of the child, the person's alleged name, and that's the adult who's signing this, and their alleged home address. And the reason why I say alleged is because there's no identification requirement. None. Okay? With that, they can take the affidavit into your child's school and they can unenroll your child in school or keep your child in school and authorize school-related medical care for your child. So that's physicals, that's mental health services. Some schools provide dental services. Some schools do immunizations. Some schools do counseling and therapy. So someone could be authorizing mental health services, for example, for your child in their school without you knowing. Why without you knowing? Because if they only are doing this first top part, there's no requirement that they check a box asserting or claiming under penalty of perjury that they tried to contact the parent. And also because on the back, it says a person who relies on this affidavit has no obligation to make any further inquiry or investigation. And she includes and defines a non-relative as any adult who has a familial or mentoring type of relationship with your child, such as, including but not limited to, teachers, medical professionals, clergy, neighbors, and friends.
So creepy neighbor shows up to school a couple hours after you've dropped her off, your cute little daughter off. You dropped her off to school. Creepy neighbor shows up with an affidavit and says, "Oh, I'm brother-in-law and mom needs me to pick her up early. She has an appointment." School can release cute little daughter into creepy pervert's hands.
So number one, that. And people tell me all the time, why do kidnappers care? Why are kidnappers going to use this when they can just take your child off the street? Because when you drop your daughter off at 8:30 a.m. and he comes in at 12 p.m. and he has an affidavit and you don't come back until 3 p.m. to pick up your child, he now has a 3-hour head start on whatever law enforcement search that you launch to look for your child. Depending on where you are in the state, he could be in another state already with your child. That is why this gives kidnappers, human traffickers, pedophiles a leg up on you as a parent to identify where your child is, to locate your child, and to get your child back in your possession and care.